Marhaba ladies and gents, and welcome back to my channel, Gym Sales Tips and Tricks. So this time, I am back into giving you the tips and helping you sell more health club membership through understand the stages of change, okay? Now, especially in this pandemic, we need all the help we can get. So in this behavioral change, we call this the trans-theoretical model. It's actually used to identify a number of stages that clients experience as they progress through lifestyle modifications. So identifying which stage of each of your prospect will help you better understand on how your clients are feeling about adopting positive lifestyle changes, and also how you can influence or help them progress to the stages of change. Now, the trans-theoretical model is made up of 5 stages. First is the pre-contemplation, second is the contemplation, third is preparation, fourth is action, and fifth is the maintenance. Now let's take a closer look at these 5 stages of change. So the stage 1 is the pre-contemplation. From the word contemplation, it's actually the action of looking thoughtfully at something for a long time. So we can have like the pre, which is actually before thinking. At this stage, the client is not even considering adopting a physical activity program. The individual is sedentary and not interested in stopping an unhealthy lifestyle and do not see and understand the value of introducing a physical activity to her daily routine. Now, the benefits outweigh the consequence. Now, sales tip. Guys, when you're actually asking referrals from the members, make sure you ask them, each of your referrals, some story about the referrals. So when you're calling them, you can actually gauge or qualify if what stage they are in. So at least you can gauge your sales call or the quality of your sales call or the prospect, okay? Now, when working with these clients, the pre-contemplation stage encouraged them to start thinking about change and the benefits that come with it. Like us, like fitness professionals, it's important for you to validate the fact that the client is not ready to make a change yet, while offering encouragement and information about the benefits of making positive lifestyle behavior changes. Now, for her or him to move out of this stage, something has to happen or something has to make her or him think. Now, for example, a mom who's dropping her kids to school. Well, in this time of pandemic, most kids are actually homeschooled. Yeah, so just actually for an example. Yeah, so you know how kids are. They can be sometimes be very honest and very brutal sometimes, right? Now, this kid asked her mom, so mom, why are you the fattest mommy who's actually dropping their kids to school? So the mom actually made her think, okay? So that question made her think, and the next day she dropped her kid to school. She was more conscious about her looks, her weight, and she even compared her looks to other moms who dropped their kids to school. Now, if you remember that in my previous videos that changes comes from pain, or the decision to change is coming from pain most. People avoid pain to gain pleasure. And this is the catalyst that pushed her to move out of that initial stage and move to the second stage of change, which is Stage 2, contemplation, to think about in the long term. So this stage is where the client begins to consider the idea of adopting an activity program. Okay, so now the client is still inactive, but has started to think about how this inactivity will negatively affect her health. So the client is not ready to make a change yet, but is starting to think about the physical activity as an option. So this is the stage of thinking about it. Now, these are the individuals who started to think about a healthier lifestyle. These are people who are thinking or gonna do trial guest passes in your facility. So as sales, it's important to encourage the client to weigh the pros and cons of healthy behavior change, or he or she can start to better understand the benefits of adopting a physical activity program and making other positive lifestyle modifications. Now at this stage, marketing usually targets this kind of people and usually reacts most to the AdWords. Now, after that, stage 3, preparation. So this stage is where the client is both physically and mentally preparing to adopt a physical activity program. Okay, by definition, this client is no longer sedentary. this client has begun to engage in some of the physical activities, like probably walking or occasional visit, but there is no consistency or even commitment yet at this stage. These are your walk-ins, your phone-ins, your gas passes, your web queries, yeah? So those are so that's why give the best first impressions when you're doing a phone call. Is it upbeat or welcoming, or dull or salesy from the time they walk into your facility? Did you give the best impressions? Okay, all of these things create a huge impact on the initial customer experience that may influence movement into the next stage of change. A fitness sales professional is important to work with the prospect by identifying the needs and wants and to uncover as much potential challenges that may stop them from moving from the next stage. Now, just a tip for you sales guys. So when you're doing your presentations, remember when they're there in the preparations, make sure you get your fitness team involved to help create a program for adapting healthy lifestyle changes. Now you're showing them solutions for their dreams, which initially on getting a membership and understanding the needs and wants that will help them achieve their goals through proper and planned sales process. So the preparation stage is all about establishing a plan for adopting healthy behavioral changes that are specific to the client's needs. Now for the next stage, action stage. So this is the stage where a client is now going to do something about their physical activity. This is the actual signing of gym memberships and personal training contracts. This client is carrying out the plan created during the preparation stage. Remember that, okay? It is important to offer continued support and encouragement while helping the client focused on the long-term advantages of making positive behavior changes. Now in this stage, guys, okay, goal setting, especially in the fitness, especially using SMART goals, is particularly useful. It is also important to teach the client on how to anticipate and overcome obstacles that might deter his or her motivation or adherence. Now, after you've done a good job, you signed her up for membership, she took personal training. Now she's actually embracing the healthy lifestyle of fitness. Now this is actually the fifth stage, the maintenance stage. This is where the stage where a client has been engaged in a regular physical activity program more than 6 months. Now this client has progressed from the action stage into the maintenance stage, where she is maintaining now healthy behavior changes. Now as a club staff, all of us is responsible to offer continued encouragement so the client or he or she maintains changed behavior and identify those things that might cause a relapse. Now, aside from personal trainers, customer service, care calls are and also like a proper adherence of member experience journey should be observed and executed by all club staff. For the fitness team, take time to work with the client, identify that might tempt or undermine the positive changes that she or he has made in addition. Now keep in mind that it may oscillate back and forth between stages throughout their working out or through their lifetime, but the shift back and forth between stages may be caused probably first by internal, which are changes of self-efficacy, and external, like commitment factors, family, those other things. So be aware that oscillations may occur and work with your clients. Help them progress through each of the stages as needed, yeah? So, as sales and fitness professional, it is our job to help these individuals to jump up and move up to the maintenance stage. And as much as possible to help them keep it up, okay? By understanding these stages of change, we as the fitness professionals can now strategize our approach and process. As I always used to say, when you're driving your car on the road, make it sure you don't just step on the accelerator, okay? But always keep your eyes open and be ready and react immediately to whatever lies ahead. I hope you learned and enjoyed this video, and I hope it will help you to understand more of the psychology of sales. Please do not hesitate to reach out through my email or LinkedIn for any trainings or requirements for your team or individually. Now for my next video, now we're going to discuss on the next video later on how to convert the trial guest pass into a membership for understanding the changes of sales. So make sure you subscribe and like and click the bell icon so you will never miss any of my videos. This is John, making selling fitness easy, fun, and rewarding.